Hi, I'm Megan.
And I'm Andrew.
And welcome to
Cooking Stage Left,
the show where we teach you how to make something delicious. So what are we making this episode, Andrew?
Today we are going to make a puff pastry flipover. Ooh. Okay, so it's using one of our favorite ingredients, pre-made puff pastry, right? Mm-hmm. And a flipover is a tart that you make upside down. So we're going to make all the ingredients, we'll put them flat down, and then you put puff pastry on top of it. You bake it, and then it puffs up, and you get all that crispy, buttery goodness, right? Yeah. And then you flip it over, and all the good stuff is on top with nice caramelization and fun things. I know, right? And we're going to make two varieties. We're going to make sort of like an apple tart style, an apple flip over. Yeah. And then we're going to make a cream cheese and sweet pepper flip over. So playing with some different flavors there.
Oh my God.
I know, I'm pretty excited too.
I'm really excited.
Yeah. All right, so puff pastry flip overs. Here we go.
Here we go.
Curtains up, burners on. Okay, so we're back for our ingredients list for our puff pastry flipovers, which again are just going to be some puff pastry tarts that you build upside down. Okay. So our two varieties, we're going to do our apple cinnamon one. So we're going to have, of course, apple. We're using a tart green apple, which is always great for baking. Yeah. And then we're going to use some brown sugar to get some nice caramelization.
Perfect.
And some cinnamon. Give that give that really sort of like nice appley, cinnamony flavor. Totally. And then we're going to do our cream cheese sweet pepper ones. So again, we're using just basic cream cheese, good old cream cheese. Yeah. And then we're using these peppers, which are called Papadou peppers. Have you ever tried these before?
I haven't tried those,
Right.
No.
So a Papadou pepper, it's kind of like a mildly spicy pepper. Like it's got sort of like a nice bite to it. And what they do is they brine them in a sweet syrup. So the sweetness and the spiciness just work beautifully together. They're really great for like an appetizer board. Sure. And now we're just going to pair it with like the creamy, really sort of like base flavors of the cream cheese and the buttery puff pastry, and it's just going to make this really nice sort of like beautiful, interesting tartlet thing. Yeah.
That
great
sounds
appetizer,
amazing.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so really simple ingredients. Of course, puff pastry too. We talked about that. Right. So really simple ingredients. We're going to do two varieties of our puff pastry flipovers.
Great.
All right. Started soon.
Here we go.
Okay, so we're going to prepare our puff pastry for our puff pastry flipovers. Great. We've done this before, but we'll just sort of show you how you roll it out a little bit. So again, it comes sort of folded up like this. And the first thing you want to do is spread some flour on the table. Perfect. On your counter there, just a little light sprinkling to keep it from staying there forever.
Yes.
And then you just want to gently unfold it. This comes frozen. You want to leave it in your refrigerator for about 2 hours before you're going to use it. Great. You don't want to keep it out of the refrigerator too long because the way puff pastry works is that there's little bits of butter in there, layers and layers and layers of butter. And when it gets into the hot oven, the moisture in that butter goes and it pops open, and that's what makes the puff pastry layers. So I'll just have Megan, you can just roll this out a little bit. Let me throw some more, just a little bit more flour on there. It's a light sprinkling. And you just want to roll it out a little bit, get a little more flatter, a little more even. That's good, and that's kind of all you want to do. Get it just a little bit more open. And then we're going to use our favorite puff pastry cutter, which is a pizza cutter here. Yeah. And you can do these as big or as sort of like, not so big as you want. So I'm guessing you can either do sort of like 4 kind of giant tarts. I'm thinking let's make like 6. Okay. Okay. So that's how you work with your puff pastry, and then we'll just build them in a moment.
Great.
Okay, so we're ready to build our puff pastry flipovers. Yes. So we've got all of our ingredients laid out. Now the trick of these is that you want to build them upside down. So the ingredients on top are going to be on the bottom. So Megan's going to make the apple ones. Okay. So the first thing you're going to lay down some brown sugar. Great. Then some cinnamon in there, then some apples. Okay. And then the puff pastry. And again, the other trick is that you want to make sure that it's all going to enclose in your little sort of like tart shell there. Sure. So just keep that in mind as you build it. Okay. Last ingredient, we're also going to use some egg. Just one beaten egg, and we're going to like brush the top of it so it gets nice and sort of like, brown and crisp in the oven. Yeah. Our oven's set at 400 degrees. And now we're just going to sort of build these. Okay, great. And see how it goes. You can make them kind of pretty. Think about sort of like how it's going to go.
Yeah.
You know.
And I noticed you put some paper down here.
Yes. I've got parchment paper down on our baking sheet there.
That's a good idea.
And so, yeah, so I'm just going to go real simple like that.
Okay.
So again, I've laid the peppers down, and then I've got the cream cheese there. And then you just sort of want to press it down onto the sheet like that. You can use a fork tine if you want and make it fancy. I'm just using my fingers to make it rustic. That's what they call it in the chef world when it's not fancy. They call it rustic.
Rustic.
You make
That's
really
the
good
official...
food, but you make it rustic. Or if you don't even want to go like that, you call it home style.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you don't even want to put any effort into it and you're just like, this is just damn good food. It's home style.
Home style.
So it goes home style, rustic, fancy.
Fancy.
Yeah,
okay.
that's the layers. Yeah.
Okay, great. Great.
Yeah.
Great. Is that too many?
Let's see.
Okay, let's see. Okay, well it's being sealed.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
So that's
and then
wait, okay, maybe it's not. Maybe there's I did one too many. I got a little excited. I got excited. Okay.
And so I went kind of light on mine because I really want the puff pastry to be like wow all over the place, right?
That's
so
valid.
and then you just sort of brush it with your egg.
Okay.
There, right, and that's gonna create that nice brownness on top.
Sure.
All right, so we're just gonna continue to build.
Have like this nice little pressing mark all the way around, and mine's just like randomly squished.
Rustic, home style.
Home style.
Rustic, home style.
Yeah.
Both valid. Yeah. We have our apple flipovers and we have our sweet pepper cream cheese flipovers ready to go into the oven, 400 degrees. I'm going to say we'll start at about 12 minutes and see how they look, and then we'll check from there and we'll show you when they bring them out.
Yeah.
Okay, so the timer just went off a second time. Again, we put it in for about 12 minutes and they weren't quite brown and beautiful, so we put them in for another 3 minutes. Wait, do you see this? Check this out.
Holy cow, look at that.
Those are puff pastry flipovers.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna give it just like a half a second to hope everything comes together really nicely there.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna be really careful. I can hear them, like making little like popping noises. Yeah. Let's see. Puffed beautifully. You can see it's got this beautiful brown, gorgeous butteriness here. And then I'm gonna flip it over, hence the name.
Flip it good.
Look how gorgeous those turn out, right?
Beautiful.
Right?
Yeah.
Ooh, a little bit of brown sugar here.
These might be a little bit messy. Oh, actually, no, they don't look bad.
Right? Yeah.
They don't look bad.
I got some apple stuff there. Oh my God, but like, yeah, just basically
mackerel.
the two of them.
Look at that.
Look how gorgeous that comes out,
That is
right?
gorgeous, yeah.
And
That's
look how
really
beautiful those are. They are piping hot right now.
Yes, yeah.
I'm gonna unmold each of these, flip them all over.
Great.
And then we are going to eat these.
Yeah, we are.
I'm so excited about this.
I know, it's great.
Okay.
It's great. Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so now we're ready to eat our flipovers here. Here, I'll just grab one of each.
Great.
Go ahead and grab one there. And then cut them in half just to taste them.
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
Okay,
There we
see.
go.
All
Let's
right.
see.
All right, I'm going to go in for sweet first.
Okay, I'm going to try
Look
that,
at that delicious, yeah.
I almost feel like folding it.
Lots of brown sugar and the apple's so sweet and buttery apple pie, basically, yeah.
Basically. That's
so
exactly
good.
what it is.
Oh, the puff pastry is so delicious.
Oh my God,
With the
it's so
cinnamon
good.
and the apple, yeah.
I went a little heavy on the cinnamon, and I kind of love it. So I don't know how you feel, but I really like all that cinnamon.
I wouldn't even say that, honestly. Like, there's nothing, I think it's just fine.
Oh.
That brown sugar is like caramelized so nicely on there too.
Oh my gosh.
A lot of brown sugar, and so it goes so well. Like the butter just makes caramel, basically.
Basically. Yeah.
I'd put this on a plate with some ice cream too, some vanilla ice cream.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh wow. Or I would just eat them all like this, straight out of the oven.
Or you could just eat them.
Just like that.
Okay.
Now this cream cheese sweet pepper, which again smells delicious. You can smell it, like you smell this spicy sweet flavor of the papadoos.
Yeah, yeah. Oh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Hang on a minute.
With the cream cheese, it just goes so nicely. A little bit of spice there, it stays on your tongue, but...
Oh my gosh.
Right?
I don't know what I was expecting, but that's like, that combination is amazing.
That's beautiful, yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful.
I would not be mad at switching this up to goat cheese either, like a soft goat cheese.
Like kind of a mild goat cheese. I could see that. I could totally see that. I'm folding it over. I don't know why.
I'm gonna go in too. Yum.
Oh my god.
There are so many amazing variations that are coming into my head now as I'm thinking about this. Like, I think you could put the apples on top of the cream cheese, right? And I think you could do, like, have some apple cream cheese cinnamon thing going on. And I think you could do, again, goat cheese with the peppers. And you could do a pizza this way, too, probably. Just a full-on pizza flip over. Yeah.
You could almost do... I almost feel like you could do like a hot honey on top of this too.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right?
Some more spice in there.
If you want a little bit more spice in there.
Yeah, all throughout.
The peppers have such a... They're so... In the oven, they get so soft and nice. And then with that cream cheese, it's just such a great combination.
Oof.
And then you get like a little bit of that spice at the back. You hit your palate a little bit.
So many good flavors, yeah. And then again, just the butter and crispness of the puff pastry playing with all of it. Can you tell we like these? Wow, that's amazing.
The best part is like it's not that hard.
No, it's like really simple and yet big wow factor, right?
Huge wow factor.
So yeah, so this is the thing you want to do to impress your friends, right? Really simple, like, hey, I've got something cool. It's called a flip over, and try out your own combinations. Yeah. See what's going to be fun with this. Yeah. All right. So puff pastry flipovers. You're welcome. Once again, I'm Andrew.
And I'm Megan. This is so good.
And this has been Cooking Stage Left. Oh.
So good.
Get more puff pastry.
Do it.
More.
Curtains up.
I set up. I knew there was something. I forgot the line.
Welcome to the outtakes.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
This is why you have lots of utensils.
Oh my god. Andrew.